What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Loose Change. So um, there's a saying. It goes, your reputation precedes you. Pretty much cut and dry. Ladies and gentlemen, Lori Harvey has spent a lifetime finessing and breaking the hearts of men. All right, and she learned it when she was young. Has anybody asked the question of let's just go through the timeline, y'all. I don't have exact dates and shit, but whatever. Let's start here. Lori Harvey changed her name to Harvey from whatever her birth name was. Alright? So while finessing Steve Harvey out of his clout based off of his name, or whatever the case may be, and y'all can say whatever y'all want to about how he adopted her, or whatever the case may be. But while finessing Steve Harvey, she probably also broke her biological father's heart. So this shit right here that we talking about and we've been talking about is nothing new to her. Alright? No one knows anything about her birth dad or whatever the case may be. No one knows anything about the situation between him and her mom. No one knows anything. Alright? I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Male or female, doesn't matter. Okay? So regardless of anything that may have happened in their situation, that had to sting. Alright? Now, what has Lori Harvey actually done? Nothing. When you look at Lori Harvey, she's caught more clout off Steve Harvey's name than his own blood kids. Don't believe me? Name one of Steve Harvey's blood kids without Googling it. Another question. Tell me one thing that Lori Harvey has done other than date these individuals. I see, for someone who is smart and paying attention, or not even, you don't even have to be paying attention, because I got to be honest, I haven't paid attention. First time I ever mentioned Lori Harvey was when I did my first video about this situation. And I mean anywhere. First time I ever mentioned her anywhere was when I did my video. Like, not even in having a conversation, because what is she? What do you talk about? What do you talk about that she's done? Alright? She's not a musician. She's not a singer. She's not a poet. She's not an actress. What has she really done that's worth talking about? So now, pretty girl, she starts dating these dudes. She's dating these dudes, and then she tries to launch a skincare line based off of the clout that she got, because again, she's done nothing. So based off the clout that she got from dating these dudes, she tried to start a skincare line. Plus the clout that she got from being a Harvey kid. Alright? With that being said, usually when someone does a relaunch, which actually happened when, while she was with Michael B. Jordan, usually when they do a relaunch, that means the initial try flopped. Alright, so I'm just guessing, I don't know this for a fact, but the initial try to launch her skincare line flopped. That's a guess. All right. Just because there was a relaunch that happened just a few months ago, probably about 8 months ago, or whatever the case may be. Ironically, she was with Michael B. Jordan. So then she starts to date Justin Combs. Then she starts to date Justin Combs' dad. And then she starts to date Future. And then she starts to date all of these dudes. And finally, she reaches her height of popularity by dating the man who was voted sexiest man alive in, I guess, 2 years ago or something like that. All right? And now, at the height, she says, I'm going to relaunch. So for me, putting those things together, ladies and gentlemen, this woman has been using these gentlemen the whole entire time. All of them. And then when one looks at her situation and completely ignores it, completely ignores the fact that she's been with 5 or 6 dudes that he may know in the last year and a half, and he says, I don't care. I'm going to try to be with you, and I'm going to try to give you my all. You know what y'all did? Y'all turned on him. Y'all just voted that man just a couple years ago. Sexiest man alive. I put a post that a young woman put up on my page where this young woman said that she fumbled the bag. Not the financial bag, but the bag. With all of these women that are out here talking about how they want a good man and they want a good man to commit to them and all of this stuff. These are her words. This is this young lady's words. For her to do things the way that she did it when this man tried to commit to her, the ultimate way, she felt like it was a mistake, okay? The crazy thing about it is I do credit and I try to help people all the time. I get very minimal response, all right? I post this and people show up to the post, okay? They see that as a negative post. So, ladies and gentlemen, they see that as my point of view. I didn't post that. That's my words. I just reposted it because I happen to agree with the young lady. Why? Y'all have a playbook. Y'all have a playbook. All right? So, back to my point. She meets someone and he decides to disregard her past. And I'm going to go full steam ahead with you, and I'm going to be this superhuman dude and do all of these things for you by her own admission. How she said he's a great guy, she's just not ready. Okay. And then you relaunch your shit while you're with me. And then you basically wash your hands clean of me. And then you start dating Jack Harlow. Alright? So, number one, ladies and gentlemen, do you know I had ladies on that post come on that post and minimize Michael Jordan, saying that he hasn't been relevant, but for so long, I think the woman said his last 3 or 4 movies. Michael B. Jordan was in Fruitvale Station in 2013, which is around 9 years. Her response to me saying I listed several of his projects, not all of them, but several of his projects. Her response to me is that's not that long of a career. This woman is 36 years old. Fruitvale Station came out 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago. That is nearly a third of your life. It's a long time. I had people putting out imaginary scenarios. The only thing we know is that they talked about marriage. The shit didn't. We don't even know if he formally proposed to her. We don't know that. We don't know nothing. So I try to have conversations based off of what we know. The shit that we know. Not educated guesses. Not things that are far out there, but then they start coming out there with these far-reaching things. Well, you can't force nobody to marry you. Who said all of this? You can't force nobody to want marriage, or you can't force someone into marriage. And who said this? Well, he should have saw the signs. He's an older gentleman. And see, the thing about it is, when people say stuff like he's an older gentleman and she's 20, 25, she's an adult. She's good into being an adult, all right? He's 35 years old. He's ready to settle down or whatever the case may be. He met someone he liked. See, when you have to disregard shit from the past, you already come into this shit with a certain level of commitment. We don't know shit about Michael B. Jordan. Nothing. We don't know anything. We don't know who he's been dating, who he's been smashing. We don't know nothing. But we know about Lori Harvey because that's how she caught her relevance. Let's be honest. He knows this. He has to say, all right, I like her. I want to see where this is going to go. So I have to dodge all of the bullets of everything that she's done, going from one person to the next person to the next person to the next person in about 6 to 8 months. And then I have to believe in her. I have to believe that it ain't no bullshit. And then he works his way to getting all the way to the point of wanting to get married to her. And not only does she say no, but then his fan base turns their back on him. His fan base are women. Okay? They turn their back on him and automatically give the same girl with this reputation all types of benefits of the doubt. And y'all can't tell me that they didn't, because it's all over my page. Alright? It's all over my page. At least 10 to 12 different scenarios of what could have possibly happened in their relationship, all being Michael B. Jordan's fault. Even with her reputation. And now, amongst women, she is America's sweetheart. Who just wasn't ready for... See, this is y'all problem. When shit like that happens, you know, when a superstar cheats on his wife, male, superstar cheats on his wife, y'all kill him for months and months and months and months. Her opinion of her situation was she wasn't ready. Kevin Samuels gave his opinion and y'all were ready for him to die. And here you are saying that this woman gets another fucking pass, even after dating a father-son combination, give her another pass and several benefits of the doubt, and then defamate his character on a smaller scale, because he'll probably never see my page, but defamate his character and look at him and target him as if he didn't do what he was supposed to do. See, women tell us every day on these videos and all of these things and in conversations that marriage is supposed to be the goal. So why in the fuck should we not bring this shit up when we hear this shit every fucking day? Alright? Even more. If Michael B. Jordan was to go out and meet a white woman, young white woman, 23, 24, 25 years old, date her, ask her to marry him, she says yes, y'all would fucking kill him in the media. Oh, I'm not watching no more of his videos. Don't tell me you wouldn't, because I watched y'all do it with Kobe. I watched y'all had no idea that y'all heard Vanessa, y'all thought that was a black name. Y'all had no idea that the lady was Hispanic. And I watched so many women come out and say, fuck Kobe, he should have married a black woman. Real shit. I feel like there was a more recent instance in which that happened again, but it's not coming to me right now. But I'm sure I talked about it on one of my videos. But if he was to do that and she's willing, y'all would say, He choosing that white girl. He marrying that white girl. You see what happened when he tried to marry the black girl? But keep that same energy, y'all. This is all I wanted to say on this video, and I took a long time to get to this point. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. I told you, you have a playbook. You have a playbook. And it's hard for me to listen to some of these guys out here who are doing these videos who say you do this. It's hard for me to listen to them say you do this. And then when this shit happens, and never mind that the fact that she did it, fuck it, that's Hollywood. But the fact that y'all justify it, real, regular people, y'all justify it, and y'all get on social media, and y'all champion this shit, and act like it's just the right fucking thing to do, when I keep telling y'all, we are better together. You find someone that is good for you, when you make yourself ready for your blessing. Even if you're not ready, you make yourself ready for your blessing. Because there ain't no guarantee that blessing is going to make it back around to you. But you think you're so pretty that shit is going to come back around to you. You think you're so dope that shit is automatically going to go back around to you. You know why? Because you believe that you can get that energy from anybody. And then very quickly, you get it, and then they turn out to be fake. And then they start doing things to you. And then you start complaining as if this man, whom you didn't give the time of day, and you broke his heart, you complain as if this man was never there. And how all of us are like that. Keep that same energy, because it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen because you have a playbook. You're not ready to settle down until you have all your fun. And you're not ready to settle down until it's time for you to be responsible and raise kids. Not that you want to raise kids, but now you're in a position that you have to. Show off.